Здравствуйте, товарищи, and welcome back to another episode of our glorious Workers and Resources Soviet Republic Let's Play. Yet another glorious day lies ahead of our glorious nation as we continue to make progress towards a glorious future. Folks, as always, there is a lot to get done. I will not bore you with a prolonged introduction. Just want to mention, as always, if you've been enjoying this series, if you would like to see it continue, please don't hesitate to keep letting me know by leaving a like and a comment down below. As I said, there's a lot to get done. We're not wasting any time. Let's get this party started, shall we? Things are looking very good for our nation. We're making some fantastic progress, I think, across the board. If we take a look at our population statistics, you can see we have fully recovered with no more cause for concern with regards to emigration, reducing the number of capable workers in our nation. We're past that 80K mark, and it happened rather quickly, actually. If you consider just how quickly we went down and very close to that 75K mark, I'm very happy with how quickly we bounced back. In fact, you know what? I'm kind of curious. By the way, it's wild to me that we're in 2010 right now. It blows my mind that we've played this game well into, well, past the naughties, I guess, as they were called, and into the 2010s. It blows my mind. But if we take a look at our population graph over here, with this closed, that'd be ideal. You can see just how quickly we managed to bounce back. You can see how sharp the line graph is during our recovery back there compared to how gradually it dipped down. So things are looking very promising right now. Our 21 pluses living with their parents is sort of the lowest it's been since 2006. So and even longer, I imagine. I wish I could like hold down control and click to, oh. You know, I love when things are intuitive like that. There's like design language, there's like interaction language and stuff that we expect. Holding down control and clicking and holding down shift and clicking typically is like, oh, you know, 5 at a time or 10 at a time or some increment at a time. And while there's no tooltip, and there should be, because sometimes, well, you know, I guessed control click would be incremental because I've been, you know, I've played a lot of video games where that's the case. For quite a few people, that would not be intuitive, and so it's always good to have a tooltip that says control clicking and stuff. Speeds up the movement of rockers and stuff. I don't see a tooltip, so maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think there is a tooltip, but there should be one. But control clicking, as I've now learned, will jump 5 at a time. Anyway, let's take a look at the previous decade, shall we? I'm just curious. I didn't realize we could go that quickly. Sorry, I digress. So our population is, I mean, looking fantastic compared to the beginning of the previous decade. If we take a look at the 21 pluses, which is the original reason I came here, yeah, it's actually the lowest it's been, 21 pluses living with their parents, the lowest it's been since January 1, 2000, over 10 years ago now. So that's looking fantastic. Unemployment has been, I mean, it's sort of skyrocketed recently, and I'm curious why that is. I think it's primarily because a lot of people have, well, no, I don't think. Well, I'm fairly certain, I think we're all fairly certain, that it's because a lot of people have moved over to this new part of the world, new part of the nation, and we haven't got as many jobs over here, which is something I will be looking to tackle in the very near future, to a degree even possibly in today's session, especially with the construction of this mall and everything around it, right? But yeah, things are looking pretty good. University education has been skyrocketing over the last 10 years. Our no education numbers are going up as well, but I think that's because we're having more children again, and so we're seeing, again, babies get counted as no education. So I think that's all that's happening there. Basic education numbers are a little low. I'm not sure what that's about. I think it's because we have people who had a basic education getting a university education, and at the same time, all those babies with no education are still not old enough to get a basic education, so that number is taking a hit as well, and it'll stay down there for a while. I think for another, you know, 3 or 4 years or something like that before it starts recovering, probably. So we'll see what comes of that. I do love that it keeps a track of all these stats. We also still don't have computer manufacturing, it occurs to me, as far as like various types of industries that are available. We don't have computer manufacturing. Hopefully the game gets that sometime soon. I imagine it's coming. In fact, we don't even have TV manufacturing. All we can do is make radios, unless electronics are a generic item. I'm actually not sure, truth be told. I'm actually not sure. Anyway, car ownership is, sorry, since we're looking at a 10-year set of charts, I figured we'd take a look at some some more charts, I suppose. The car owner number will hopefully skyrocket in the very near future as well, taking us past 1,000 as we get a lot of parking lots established over here and get the car dealerships and stuff running as well. Looking pretty good overall. I'm a little concerned about, oh no, the average age being 41 is fine. I was mixing it up with average lifespan, which has actually gone up, which is nice to see. Good stuff overall. I'm very pleased with how things are going, but let's not slow our roll over here, right? Let's keep that momentum up. We have a bunch of new residential buildings coming up over here. We've got these ones coming up over here as well. We've got some new schools and kindergartens and all that good stuff, but as some of the stuff over here is getting built, it'll take its sweet time considering just how many resources need to be delivered. I think we should probably get at least some of these things being built as well, because again, they use different resources, and so we'll see sort of progress across the board. Before we get the mall going, it's not assigned, good. Before we get the mall going, I do want to plan more around it. I want to make sure that it is in fact able to fit parking lots and stuff like that. I got some excellent suggestions as well in the comments. Again, folks, when you leave a comment, I do read them all. I do take them all into consideration with regards to how we can do things differently, or how we can sort of just approach things, I suppose. Do I really want to build these roads, or just pay for them? I should just pay for them. Building roads, there's no novelty there anymore, so let's go ahead and just pay for these roads, and then we can at least get these buildings going. I feel like roads are they're tedious to build as opposed to like housing or literally anything else, which is like there's still that element of like fun to building them. Do I want to, can I not? I can't do it this way, eh? I have to individually select them. No, there is a shortcut, and I forget it now. And I apologize. I thought I could have sworn. Anyway, you know what, look, I'm here now. Let's just go ahead and do it this way. Let's just go ahead and do it this way. But yeah, I feel like building roads is still a little tedium, whereas building housing and all that good stuff, commercial zones and stuff, that still feels fresh in its own way. Let's just do these. Let's go ahead and pay for these as well, and the rest we'll let the people build. How about that? How about that? Keep it interesting like that, right? Go ahead and make sure these guys are all good. Yeah, good to hit resume. So we'll get all these guys going. We'll work on this area, and I have some plans as well for more places to work down over here as well. Though again, it's gonna get interesting. I don't know if I'm gonna let myself get slowed down by the bus stop stuff over here. That might be my last priority today, because we already have so much other stuff to do. One thing I will mention though is that I got an interesting suggestion with regards to getting a sort of an island zoo or something established, which I think is a really cool idea. I just have to figure out exactly where I want to place it and how I want to place it. Because the thing is, the zoo, which we have, there is a zoo here somewhere. There we go. The zoo isn't a very large building, which is too bad. I mean, I could put down multiple zoos, but the fact of the matter is that when people go to something like the zoo or the theater or whatever tourist attraction, they don't go to multiples of the same. So having a bunch of them next to each other doesn't really do anything. If I do put a zoo down, I'd like to have sort of that nature reserve zoo vibe going. Maybe I'd put a restaurant down next to it, but I wouldn't put like hotels or museums down next to it. But the idea that was suggested was sort of an island zoo, so we could either build an island or we could make a canal or something and put the zoo on top of that, and just add another sort of interesting thing. We could put the zoo down over here, have a little island over here. I don't know. It's a great suggestion. I just got to think a bit more about it, and I'm open to your thoughts as well. Beyond that as well, I've got some more suggestions with regards to how to make the mall a bit more accessible and all. We'll touch on those as we get to them. Let's go ahead and hit resume. Let all this construction get done up over here. Excellent. And let's assign these right away. 1, 2. You don't have a path. Oh, weird. Where is my footpath connection here? Oh, I see. Didn't get built. There you go. That was strange. Go ahead and get you. What? Still can't. That doesn't make any sense. Oh. What have I done? Okay. Thank God. Thank God it's got those, like, the quick selection. Okay. Whew. Go ahead and get all of these building as well. Sure, let's do that. Can I cancel your construction, though? because that's not as much of a rush. We need to get one of them done. We don't need to get both of them done. All right, that should do the trick down here. Of course, night has fallen, which is unfortunate, but it gives me an opportunity to point out a couple of new mods that we'll be using today. We've got the small railroad depot that was suggested that we use to establish access to trams and stuff in this area without needing to drag them from, you know, 3/4 of the way across the nation, which I think is a great point. Let's not struggle through the tram arrival again. Let's go ahead and establish a depot, a small one over here. I think that makes perfect sense. We'll get that established. But beyond that as well, I've got myself some more parking lots. These guys claim, at least, to work with the optimized traffic. The old one, the page, the mod page, implies it works with optimized traffic, but I'm not 100% sure. That makes me a little nervous. So I did get this other set of mods that straight up says it, which means that vehicles should be moving a bit more smoothly inside the parking lot. Again, if you're interested in any of these mods, I've got a mod list. You can find it on the or in the Workers and Resources Soviet Republic channel in the Discord that is linked in the description down below. It is pinned. Now, one thing actually that occurs to me. Okay, we do have staff here. For some reason, I don't know if yeah, we have very few visitors coming to a lot of these spots. At least we have staff. For some reason, I think in my head I had it that we didn't have any staff coming through either. But no, we do have staff. We are lacking visitors though, so hopefully we get more people coming through. I think the palace over here, with its ability to serve, you know, over 1,500 visitors on average, is probably taking a lot of attention away, which is fine. But it does mean that we can focus a bit more on getting more passengers up there. How are we doing, by the way? Oh my god, that's a lot of workers without jobs. Do I want to start getting workers onto these trams as well? There's quite a few workers waiting, and they're going to start eating up space for passengers and stuff as well. I could get more trams out here too. Alternatively, of course, I can say workers aren't allowed to wait up over here. For now, you know what? Let's go ahead and do that. And what about down over here? Let's do the same thing. I just got to remember that I've given these orders, and soon as I get some the depot up, I think I'll get some more trams out to try and to try and ship workers as well, maybe in separate trams, because I don't want to take away from the movement of passengers. That's such an important thing as well. I don't want to take away from that. However, sorry, one last mod to look at if I can find it. I got these guys so long ago, and I've been meaning to implement them, but I did get, yes, these office buildings that I felt fit quite nicely in this new part of the nation. There are a few different sizes and shapes and all that kind of stuff, but these guys basically just provide room for... I don't know what the visitors would do at an office building, but it allows for people to work here without really producing anything. So it's more like commercial zones or services and things like that. And you'll remember me mentioning that I felt like the game needed stuff like this quite a few episodes ago now, and I found some mods that provide these options. So we'll probably get some of those down. We might get like another set of ministers' offices down as well. Again, just to provide employment, right? Like we've done up over here. The downside is that it's also, they count as universities as well. But we'll find a way to provide more work in the area. We've already got this TV tower over here. I was wondering if we get some office buildings in the area, because it would make the TV tower not stick out so much like a sore thumb. So we have some options actually. We could establish. I wonder if can't build the infrastructure if we get rid of some of those roads. And okay, let's try this actually. Why don't we start over here? Yes, a bit of a distraction, but I think an important one to have sooner rather than later, considering the employment circumstances in our nation, right? Go ahead and flatten a bit. All right, that's okay. Yeah, we can do that. Too close to existing building. All right, let's do that. Can we get a little bit closer? No, fine, fair enough. We're not paying for it. We are going to be building these with our nation's resources and workers. Go ahead and pop you down like... How do I want it actually? Do I want it like this? Hard to pick. Also, these roads are one-way roads. I hope they're not one-way on both sides. Are they? They are. That's kind of weird. That is kind of weird. I'm wondering how I could, like, connect this so people are able to come in here. I guess fire trucks and stuff wouldn't care about one way or anything like that. Well, okay, we'll see how that plays out. Actually, we'll see how that plays out. And if we need to get a road there, let's just keep that in mind as a potential requirement. So as I put this office building down, this one, no, this one, there we go. That one fits the bill best, I think. Let's just keep it in mind, and let's go and pop you down over here like so. So there's enough of a gap, and if we want to fit something else down there instead, we can. So let's put you down over here like so. It's like nowhere near the same height, which is fine. That's kind of like the idea, right? We can get another one down like this, perhaps. And a lot of footpath connections need to be built over here, and that's fine. Go ahead and flatten the train a bit like that, yeah. Looking good. We could put this a little bit closer. Something like so. Again, this should provide at least some employment in the area, right? What are we looking at? In fact, we're looking at 250 workers. If people can reach here. If people can reach here, which they should be able to do. That's 227 meters. They should be able to get to these spots. And again, if we are allowing workers to get dropped off over here, then they'll be able to walk out and come to some of these spots as well, right? Get a different type of office building down as well. Maybe, well, this one's kind of chunky, isn't it? It does provide quite a bit more room. Same as this guy. But I would like some variety as well. I don't just want repetition, right? There are a few skins for office buildings available, but these are the ones that stood out as like the nicest to me. I might take another gander. There might be more now, but these were an interesting find, and I'm glad I came across them. Not the happiest about the size of these footprints though, because it might actually block off the road over here from going any further. Don't love it. Don't love it, I'll be honest with you. Well, one of these small ones, sure. Because then we can hug this little block a bit better. Oh, come on. Sure, let's do that. Pop you down like so. Again, another 75 workers. It's not the biggest deal, but it's something. The road hopefully is able to pop out. Sides are too steep, are they? Oh, I see what's going on. Well, that's not ideal. That's not ideal. Fair enough, fair enough. You know, I really hope I don't have to undo all that. It's not the end of the world if I do. You know, it looks like I will have to pull back on some of those. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough, fair enough, fair enough. I know roughly where they're going to end up, so it's not as bad. Go ahead and height from center. Lift all this up. There we go. It's actually quite fast with the... I think the new tools that we purchased relatively recently are quite helpful in making it faster. Make sure that you can pop out. Yep. Just in case. Play it, you know, better safe than sorry, as I like to say often. The other thing I could do is I could put this guy down up front. Nah, it's too chunky. It's way too chunky. All right, fair enough. Let's go back to what we originally had. So this guy was like this. Can't build the infrastructure. Jeez. The footprint is ridiculous. The footprint is ridiculous. All right, let's put you down like so, because we don't need that much room. Go ahead and flatten you like that. Come on. Be a bit more. Sure. Can't tell exactly. Without the orthographic view, you can't tell with 100% certainty, and the grid doesn't help when it's not like perfectly aligned either. So let's try this. Pop you down like that. Go ahead and pop you down like this maybe. A little bit closer perhaps. There you go, like so. And let's go ahead and get, which one was it? This guy? Yeah, this guy. Down like, well actually let's go down, I wish I could, tooltip getting in my way. Pop you down like so instead. Sure. Then the road continues on like this. Right, I wonder, we might make a harbor front thing over here as well. Maybe, we'll see. But for now, this is my priority, and I should be able to pull this guy. Nope. Flatten you a bit. I'm trying to figure out and see if we can't connect this. I want to make sure before we get too ahead of ourselves that we are able to connect this road. We are. Okay, good. If need be. If need be. For now, need does not be. So let's get rid of those. And let's go ahead and get our footpath connection. So this guy would come down like so. I would hook you up like that. Hook you up like that. Actually, let's do that as well. And let's get this guy connected up there. So hopefully these guys can be reached by some of... That's not ideal. That's not ideal. I wonder if... Oh, you know what? I did get another mod, actually, which might do the trick here. It would be... I completely forgot I even got this one. It would be... It's a crossing. It's a passenger footpath crossing kind of a thing. Residential? No, that's just housing. Okay, let's see. Well, what would make sense? Not airplane parking, not attraction. Broadcasting, car dealer. I do need another car dealer, actually, so I need to keep that in mind as well, that I do have a mod for those. Cinema, City Hall, construction, office, conveyor. No, it's not a conveyor thing. Distribution, factory, farm, fire station. You know, infrastructure element. There it is. I'm pretty sure that's a new item, like a new category even. So I wouldn't have realized it was there. Could I do something like... So it says bridge over highway. I just take it to be a bridge over any extended piece of like infrastructure, basically. This road doesn't need to exist. So why don't we go ahead and demolish this road, buy some more room, right? We could actually make this into a... Why do I have that road? Yeah, it's useless. As far as I can tell, it's useless. Go ahead and pick you up. And now we can pop you down. If that tooltip would just kind of get out of here. Where do we want to put you down? Oh, we could do something like this, actually. That'd be nice. Go over the train station. The tram station, I should say. Sure, why don't we do that? Pop you down like so. Go ahead and pay for you as well. And that should do the trick. Because, I mean, from back over here, they should now have an easy walk over, right? Yeah, fantastic to all of them. 300 meters roughly. Once the roads get upgraded, it'll be even easier to get to, but that's, I mean, it's good enough for now, right? It's all we really need for now. Good stuff, good stuff. Again, that mod is also available in the mod list. Go ahead and upgrade you. Perfect timing for the autosave. I said go ahead and upgrade you. Go ahead and upgrade you. We'll see about this situation. I don't like that road, obviously. It doesn't need to exist anymore, but this is good. This is very good. We can get people coming to all these workplaces very easily now, so that's promising. I wonder if I want to get the construction going on these. Like, what's 21 plus looking like? 1700. I think we were at 1600 at the start of this episode. So let's stay focused on some of that residential stuff, and then we'll turn our attention to these guys afterwards. Now, again, this is not like it's enough jobs, right? This is only where are we? It's under government. Oh, geez. Oh man, I know you exist. I literally just popped you down, but where do you exist? Can't occur to me. The categorization sometimes just throws me off. This happens often. I know. I apologize. City Hall. There we go. 150. This guy gets 250, so about 500 jobs. You know, it's not nothing. 575 jobs. It's not nothing. We could obviously put more of these guys down. We're within reach, so I could pop another one of these guys down over here, perhaps. I'll go ahead and flatten a little bit. Oh, let's make sure we don't build that with our money by mistake. Pop you down. Need to flatten a bit more, actually. We have to be careful, though. These tracks will have to go out this way, right? So let's be careful about that. Let's not go too far ahead. Anyway, point being, they should make the waterfront look nicer. I think it'll add to its authenticity, because the TV station shouldn't, the TV tower shouldn't just stand on its own, right? Oh, look at the progress down over here. This is already quite tall. About just under halfway done, maybe about a third of the way done, perhaps. Good stuff, good stuff. What about up over here? Are we seeing any progress? I mean, the vehicles are coming through. It'll take some time yet. There is some stuff already delivered, so things are happening. Things are moving. All right, the next time the sun rises, we'll get back to work on the mall area. Got a little distracted by the office stuff, but I did think it was necessary when you consider just how many people are without a job over here. Quite a few folks not able to participate in any sports still. Again, that is something we want to try and take care of. Wonder if I shouldn't prioritize that, right? If I shouldn't, like... I just wish this was reachable, because it would work so nicely. It would work so very nicely if people could get to the stadium. I just wonder if like we're like a shortcut away, you know? If we're like just a tiny shortcut away. Like, where's our footpath connection over here? Let's see. Pull you down to there. Pull you down to there. And like, like an underground thing maybe? Let's try it, let's try it. Pedestrian Underpass. Like this, maybe. Connecting up to that, maybe. A lot of maybes here. If it'll even let me, actually. Because we got this road here, right? Oh no, it will let me. Let's go for it. Let's see if that does the trick. If I'm lucky. It'd be nice, right? It would, because like we've already got this built. It'd be nice if we could just... Beautiful. I love it. I'm glad we didn't give up. I'm glad we didn't give up because 2,000 people can come here plus, right? And that's without maximum staff working here right now. So over 2,000 people can come here and it's just sitting largely idle, right? So so hopefully that connection now will draw a bunch of passengers from here over, and we'll see this number drop from 500 down to something a bit more reasonable, hopefully. By the way, seeing this wake reminds me, I am keeping an eye out for any ship or boat type mods that are a bit more like small scale. Right now the passenger ships and the cargo ships are all massive, but if I could find some smaller scale stuff, then I'll definitely, you know, consider having having harbors and stuff established that people can be you can take boats around from here to there and all kinds of stuff. But I'm looking for smaller ships before I get into that. All right, up over here, let's get to work, shall we? So you are not assigned, no one's working on you right now. Okay, good. So over to our parking lots. There you are. Now actually one thing I do want to do is I would like to get a car dealer attached to this mall as well. Try and make it look like basically it's a, you know, it's like a multi-purpose mall where you can do all sorts of stuff, and one of the things that you can do is get a car as well. Like there's a car dealership nearby or whatever. There's like there's a hub of commercial activity of all kinds. So I wonder if we like pop you down over here, or if we do something like this instead. It's quite far away from anything. We could do two actually. We could put two car dealerships down, and then have the parking all around it. Yeah, sure. Let's try that. Let's see what it works like, right? So let's pop you down. Let's say over here like so. I'll figure this out so they'll both fit. Not building. Yeah. Do that, and then do this. Sticks out a little bit too much. I really wish this tab wouldn't close when you interacted with this one. That itself would make a world of difference. I've been trying to figure out exactly what a potential quick solution would be to to some of the UI UX issues I've been having lately, and I think that would be a huge and relatively easy step. I'll pop you down like that instead. That's a bit better. I can do that kind of a thing, and the footpath can actually go down the middle there. Yeah, that works. Can this pass through? Yes, it can. Okay, excellent. So the road, all right, good stuff, good stuff. We'd have you continue on downwards. Well, I got to flatten a lot more if I'm going to do that, I think, right? Yeah, we got to raise this up a bit, or we could actually go let it slope down at this point in time. Probably not a bad idea. Go ahead and back this up a little bit more. Terrain needs to be smoothed down. Where are we? Oh, come on. There we go. That should do the trick. So we'll pull you straight down. Like so, yep. Making sure I was like lined up properly. Like so. Go ahead and make sure that this is all flat as well. Over to our terrain, over to flatten, height from center. Oh, come on. Every time. Again, I wish there was a shortcut key to just say like, oh yeah, use rubles. Like hold down control or hold down, I don't know, shift and click or tab and click or something. Anything. And just to be like, okay, build this using X currency. Just to save some clicks. These are all minor things, obviously, but quality of life stuff, right? Do I want this to be rounded or hard? That's the question. Probably hard, right? Probably a hard intersection over here. I'll pull you over. Well, I would like parking over here as well, I guess, right? So sure, why don't we go ahead and flatten some more. Right from center. This has got to go a little bit further out. There we go. At least it's fast. At least it's fast. Very fast, in fact. Good stuff, good stuff. Beauty. Every time I do terraforming, I think about the terraforming we did for the airport and just how massive that was and just how long that took. Even though we used money, that took forever. That took forever. That was a huge tract of land, though. All right, there we go, there we go. All right, cool. Back to you. And let's go ahead and pull you down to, let's say, up roughly over here for now. And then where can we establish this? I think up over here makes sense. Didn't want to. That was a misclick. Up over here, I think. Oh, of course. God damn it. God damn it, game. Alright. No, I'm not complaining about auto-saving. Saved our lives many a time. Pull you over to roughly here, sure. We're 1, 2, 3, 4 squares over, so 1, 2, 3, 4 squares over. Give or take, right? We're not looking for hyper-perfection over here. The game doesn't really lend itself to that. Especially when it comes to, like, grid-based stuff or straight lines. Some crucial elements of city planning, I would say, funnily enough, need to be ignored. Unless you want to be, like, stuck on one road for several hours, as I have been sometimes. Push you over a little bit further, so 1, 2, 3, 4, sorry. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4 right at the edge of, right? So roughly 1, 2, 3, 4 up here is roughly where I want to be. Sure. Straight up from here up to here. So this is obviously... I mean, I could raise this up, actually, and connect this as well if I really wanted to. I could do that, get more parking up over there. I wonder if this is enough room to fit parking. Let's see. Parking lots, so I did not add them over here. So mods, we've got parking lots. Where are we? Let's go ahead and... So this guy is optimized traffic. Let's go ahead and get you favorited so we have easier access to you. Will you fit? You will. You'll fit, no problem. All right, fantastic. So before we get into all that, though, let's make sure these guys are connected, like so and like so. People can't get to them, but again, by daisy chaining parking lots, they should be able to get down to here. I could make this a decorative space instead, like if we get this footpath. Oh, weird. If I'm zoomed in too much, I can't actually see the... That's funny, because the mall is just that big, I guess. If I can do something like this... Just trying to come up with something over here. Oh, come on now. Come on, game. What if I do something like this? Train is waiting too long. We haven't had one of those warnings in a long time. 1, 2, 2. Okay, so roughly here. Not going to be perfect. Close enough, we'll have to do the trick. Oh, come on, building in the way. Like I said, close enough, we'll have to do the trick. Alright, what's the deal with this train? I thought we'd solved all of our issues. I thought we'd solved all of our issues. Evidently, we have not. What's the deal over here? Weird, okay. Flip you around. That's what I say, right? Like, it worked perfectly smoothly, if I recall correctly, all of last session and even the session before that. And now we have trouble over here. Some things are just a matter of time. So I'll take a look. It must be just a matter of moving a semaphore like a couple of feet one way or another, you know? Something like that. This is actually less than just short of being perfect. This is hideous. Absolutely hideous. Up to... Well, let's go all the way up to there, perhaps. There. I think that looks... Oh, God, that's ugly, too. Alright, it's not working. That's just not working, folks. Let's do this. Nice and clean, and of course, right at the end there, it's not going to line up. Game... Why, man? Why? Why are you like this? Give me something. Oh, Jesus Christ. How about out of here? Sure, we could do that instead. Just anything to make this look palatable, you know? There and there. Better. It's not perfect, but better. That's one of my... Oh, Jesus. Okay. Moving on. Let's go ahead and get some of these parking lots down, right? We can establish quite a few of them. Pop you down right over here. Trying to figure out which side I want to start on. I feel like more certainty up over here is probably a good idea, right? Let's see. Can't build to the infrastructure. Come on. Pop you down like... So, trying to find like how I want to... What I should track to try and line these guys up. Pop you down like so. Go ahead and flatten. God damn it. This is going to be a pain. Go ahead and flatten you. Then go ahead and switch to build from resources. Then go ahead and put you down like so. I wouldn't mind lining it up perfectly, but I don't think that'll be an option. We're going to have to put down decorative elements and stuff instead. Pop you down over here. Pop you down. Oh, we gotta flatten first. Up we go. Good stuff, good stuff. I mean, so far so good, actually. Going a lot more smoothly than I'd anticipated, I'll be honest. But of course now I've jinxed it. Of course now I've jinxed it. Pop you down like so. We're going to have so many vehicles like having access over here. Pop you down, and oh, this is actually quite a nice fit. Oh, come on, come on. Don't say I spoke too soon. Perfect. Music coming to an end at the perfect time as well. All right, that's pretty good, pretty good. Can I? Yes, I can. Beautiful. So we can actually fit a footpath right through there as well, so these guys should all be able to get out of their cars and walk into the various entrances. Now, actually, as I do this, it's been pointed out that maybe we should more seriously consider having the a highway exit in this area. It would be very challenging to retrofit over here. We could try something. We could try to raise the terrain and establish something up over here, but I'm not going to make that a super high priority. I think it's a great idea, and I think it would make sense to, but I think we'd have to backtrack so much, and I don't know if any of us have the appetite for that. I mean, I do. I'll be honest with you. I have the appetite for that, but I wouldn't be surprised if many of you don't. So y'all let me know. Should we try and get some on and off ramps over here to give very easy access to the mall? Or do we all think that the access to the mall from, you know, the highway up over there isn't all that bad? Like, I know in, like, North America especially, having highway exits extremely close to a mall or, you know, some commercial center like that is a very common thing. It is a very common thing, but it's not always the case. And the reason why I specify North America is because that's what I'm most familiar with. I'm, you know, as the years go on, I start to forget some of the finer details of other places I've lived. So, you know, that's why I'm being specific there. I'm sure it's the same in other parts of the world as well. In fact, I vaguely remember in Copenhagen, I say vaguely because I might be wrong here, but there was a city 2 or something, I think it was called, and it was very close to a highway exit, but I was so young, right? So I'm sure it's done in other parts of the world as well, but we also often get a mall that's a little bit further away from the highway, especially if it's in a city center kind of a thing, right? If I think about Toronto, we've got the Eaton Center. If you want, I'm saying these out loud, so if you want to look them up to get an idea of what I'm referencing, but the Eaton Center isn't near a highway, whereas Yorkdale Mall is, geez, I remember one time going there and the parking lot traffic was backed up onto the highway, like well past the exit ramp. So like I've seen both ends of the spectrum as I watch this rave go down. What is happening to our nuclear power plant? So like I was saying, I leave it, I open it up to you guys. Oh, you know what? I need to, right, this has been mentioned to me and I've been negligent, but I need to empty out some of this stuff. Otherwise we're going to stop producing energy. We need to get on that right now, actually. Right, so I've seen both ends of the spectrum. Let me know what you guys would prefer. Would you rather see the, let's pause for a second. Would you rather see the highway here get reworked to make it a lot more accessible, to make this mall a lot more accessible? Or do you think that this highway on and off ramp and this on and off ramp over here is good enough to get people down to the mall? I think this one up over here will do the trick. This rather fancy one we've got up over here, I think that'll do the trick because you drive down and you get over here and hopefully it's not too much trouble. There's parking lots along the way that should act as like little daisy chains, so hopefully it'll work. But I'd be open to building an on-off ramp over here because I do think it would work quite nicely, and I do think it would look quite interesting as well. All right, sorry. The reason why I paused is because this is a bit more urgent than I'm maybe letting on, and I cannot remember for the life of me where the closest vehicle depot is. I guess it would be the one all the way down over here, roughly. Where are we? Here, right. This guy. Let's go ahead and buy. I do believe nuclear waste is moved by open hull vehicles. Oh, you know what, actually we have, and this works out, we have a surplus of those vehicles over here. We have a surplus of every vehicle over here. Wait, do we not actually? Oh, there we go. I was like, I know we had some. Oh, hang on, can you not do waste? Well, I could have sworn that these were the vehicles, because the waste I believe is in like containers, and I thought open. Okay, let's see. Let me check. There's one way to make sure. If I were to make you a stop Well, that's interesting. Well, that's interesting. What happens down over here when these vehicles come through? Can I open hull? You load uranium oxide. Yeah, so what about... Well, hold on, that's nuclear fuel. But we have our nuclear waste, cask type B, which should be the same type of vehicle, I thought. Let me check here. Let me check something here. If I look at this line here and I add onto it, just for experiments purposes, the uranium conversion plant we are picking up. Oh, I see, I see. If we don't specify... Hold on. Starting to get a little concerned. Okay, let's keep an eye on this. Let's keep an eye on this and see if it works the way I need it to. Where are we? Because I'm pretty sure this is the vehicle type that we need to move containers around. Or is this unable to because of its like shape or size or whatever? Okay, let me check something else here real quick. If we go up to buddy over here, if we go over to purchase, open hull, is there anything that specifies? Okay, uranium oxide is specified. Uranium oxide is specified. I imagine either that or the ability to load vehicles on the flatbed is essential, right? And can this guy not? I guess not. He's just not the right shape or whatever. What is he again? The Kamaz 5460. It says you can move uranium oxide around, but not vehicles. And if I'm not mistaken, vehicles and containers are classed similarly. So maybe we should get the 5411.5 instead. 110 kilometers. This one's 100. Well, this one can't do vehicles. All right. That might need to be our approach here. Taking a look at some of the other options as well, just to make sure I'm not overlooking anything. Oh, how much? It's 300,000 rubles. It's not all that expensive. So let's go ahead and get you, and let's see if we can't assign you this task. I believe that'll be the case. And what we'll need to do is we'll need to actually... Oh, God damn it. Didn't want to close both of them. What we'll need to do is we'll need to export this stuff. If we take a look at economy and trade, we take a look at pricing on the market, nuclear waste costs us to sell. So it's going to be quite expensive, actually. Just to check. Nuclear waste. Yes, cask type B. Why don't we go ahead and bring you over to here. Load containers. And where do we want to unload it? Where do we want to unload it? Quite the drive anywhere we go. I figure we could drive over across the bridge and sell to Baraharad. That's a popular trade partner of ours. That is quite the distance. That is quite the distance. But you know what? Let's go ahead and launch that. Unpause. Keep an eye on this guy. I want to make sure he's actually doing what needs doing over here, because otherwise we'll be again in a bit of trouble. It was mentioned many episodes ago that we need to tackle that, and I was like, okay, that's a good point. We'll get to it, you know, ASAP, or so I thought. But of course, now that my back's up against the wall is when I really realize the urgency of the matter. But hopefully this does the trick. I believe we'll be okay. I believe this is right, but we'll take this opportunity to get this alternative view of our nation, as well as make sure that the waste is actually being shipped, because if it's not, then we're gonna have some power trouble. It's not the end of the world, obviously. People can live without power, as we've seen in the past, but I would like to solve it sooner rather than later, of course, as well. Let's just see if this does the trick. Apart from that, though, the mall has half of its parking lots done. We'll get some more done, but adding everything else over there will be smooth sailing. I'm pretty sure we're not going to have to worry too much about the other half, like the other side's parking lots, and then the car dealerships are connected as well, so that's all good. One thing I will want to do is start shipping cars up to the one car dealership that's already built up there. I'm just trying to figure out if I'm in a rush to get cars up there or not, I guess. And we'll see where we end up with the where are you going? Oh, fuel first. We'll see where we end up with the with the parking lot establishment first. Wow, that's really fast. It fills up real fast. All right, good. Oh, Jesus. Oh, God. In real life, that would have gone terribly. All right, so off we go. It should be relatively fast, actually. We can go as fast as 100 kilometers per hour. See, that's the problem with these janky roads, man. We were gaining some good speed there, and all of a sudden we dropped to nothing. The road jank kills me sometimes. That's a pretty fast vehicle. If I recall correctly, it can go right up to 100 kilometers per hour. Yeah, it can. And that's a decent speed. So we should be able to make it there in no time. And it'll be a good measure of how long it takes. Now, it takes a fair bit of time for that waste to even be produced. So I'm not too concerned. I feel like the way it'll work out is by the time the next like container of waste is ready to be picked up, this truck will have already come back, you know, because it takes quite a bit of time for that nuclear waste to be produced. Man, I do wish the road wasn't so janky. Like, look at that. I wish the game had like systems to smooth some of this stuff out a bit more smoothly, for lack of a better term. God, that's nauseating to look at. Just how the lines move. Maybe it's just because it's particularly early in the morning that I'm recording this. I'm not feeling up to the weird sort of patterning that comes with that movement. Oh, look at that though. Look at that shot. Look at that. We got this truck. We got that chopper. We got the giant cooling towers. This game, man. Off in the distance, you can see the palace. You can see the administrative buildings as well. Ah, it's crazy. It's wild. This game to me is wild. Up over here, we'll be driving a little bit slower. 60 kilometers per hour, still not terrible, but maybe it's time to upgrade these roads as well. We've upgraded quite a few roads in the area, but maybe it's time to upgrade some of these as well. A winding road that this is. I do like that it's winding. It was one of the first things that I loved about this game, was that you couldn't just blow up the side of a mountain to put your road down. You had to work along the contours of the region and stuff. You'll notice we do a lot of that at Party Power because I liked it so much. And then when we had enough money, we started blowing up the sides of mountains. It's a lot more like believable, right? You think about some of the roads in some of the older roads in more mountainous and hilly regions of the world. That's why you get the winding, because there's it's only so steep that you can go, whether you're using a car or you're using a horse-drawn buggy or whatever it might be. And I always thought that was kind of cool in this game. It was one of the first things that I was like, oh, this is neat. Also, oh, this is going to be a pain, but also, oh, this is neat. It's one of those things. All right, here come the good roads shortly. I wish I could lower the camera a bit more, just to get a nice shot of those cooling towers as we drove by. It's wild to roll past here, though. What was it, episode 200 that we got all this operational, give or take a couple episodes? It's wild to roll past here like this now. Just like it's like second nature. It's like, oh yeah, this has always been here. Nope, no, it hasn't. It has not. All right, so let's see if this actually works out. We're very close now. Whoops, of course, right at the end is when I click out by mistake. All right. All right, let's go, let's go, let's go. Oh, look at that. That's what I'm talking about, see? That's what I'm talking about. That nice low angle, that worm's point of view. Oh, a couple people died there for sure. And now this is where we slow down a lot. Might want to upgrade these roads as well, considering how essential this these buildings are, maybe. All right, here we go. Moment of truth. So you finally arrive. Stop for a moment. Pick up the waste. Yes. Perfect. And now off you go. This is all fuel. This is all fuel, so that's all good. Now the waste is gone, though. We should be good. Yeah, we should be good. Hopefully. As far as power generation is concerned, let's take a look here. Current production percentage, why is it so low? Does it not need to be higher? Oh, it's a little concerning. Everyone leaving work here? Oh, interesting. Actually leaving to go home, I've like never seen. Normally they like teleport back home. I've never seen that. Oh no, you know what? No, sorry, that's my bad. That's these guys coming from up over here. That's why. So I still have never seen it. It's people from up over there coming down over here to get picked up and distributed. Okay, fantastic. I'm a little concerned still about the nuclear power situation. Hopefully it's solved. Is it just a matter of provision of power? We'll find out. All right, back on task over here. No more time to waste. No time to waste, unlike the nuclear waste. Go ahead to our mods. Oh, even though I put the shortcut down, God forbid I actually remember it exists, right? All right, let's go ahead and start planting these guys down. Where do we begin? Up over here? Can I line you up? Yes, I can. Up to there. Leave a grid and a bit, I guess, of space. Let's do that. Go ahead and pop you down right there. Cool. Leave a bit of a gap here. Line you up to there. Alright. I don't know if that's enough room for a footpath, is my concern. Get you up over here, just using the grid to guide us now. Roads won't be perfect, but what are you going to do about it? Fire extinguished. I saw the what looked like rubble, and I was like, oh no, not again. Put you down over here. Again, we are blocking one of those road entrances, but I don't think that's the end of the world. And then the last one down over. Oh, come on. This one has to be a bit closer. Here. Cool. Footpath time. Let's see how we can do this. Suppose we pull you out like that. Well, why don't we go ahead and establish this one first. Straight down like this, sure. As far as we can go. Can we hook these guys up? They'll be at an angle, I think. We can do that. We can do this. Good, good, good. And we can do this as well. Excellent. Over here, it's a little bit funnier, isn't it? Over here, it's a little bit funnier. Oh yeah, we can do that. I think that'll work. Down to there. Can we hook you up? Oh, come on. Too sharp of a turn. We can hook this guy up for sure. Or so I would imagine. Alright, I'll take it. I'll take what I can get. For real. Hook you up. Down over here, we have some trouble, unfortunately. I wonder if I back this up and just ever so slightly shift the angle to an imperceptible degree. Unfortunately, we'll still have trouble over here. Getting this through and getting this connected. We've always known this might be trouble, though. Oh, you know, these might all be trouble. Oh, come on, game. This is... God damn it. Alright, let's do that. Can I... Nope. Alright, that's fine, it's fine. As long as I can connect one side. Which I can't here, can I? This guy will connect, I think. No. God damn it. It's fine, because people can, like, walk out, loop back around, and go back up. It's not the end of the world. This would have been nice if it worked out perfectly, you know, but God forbid things work out perfectly. Up over here, let's go ahead and pull you through. This is not going to fly. Alright, well, let's get the footpath through. Because what we'll do is we'll have, yeah, people leave, go up. It's good enough. It'll have to do. There's literally nothing we can do about it without redoing the whole thing and making something even less appealing, I think, at least. Go ahead and hook you up like that, sure. Go ahead and hook you up like this. Can I even hook at least some of you guys up? No, nothing. I got nothing. All right, fair enough. Cool, that's fine. I'm genuinely like not bothered. Like not upset. Let's go ahead and get the saying you're not bothered actually makes it sound more negative. I'm not bothered makes it sound like, oh, I don't care. This sucks. But I mean to say I'm fine with how it is. Get a couple of these red stars down. They're always a good good vibe, right? Pop you down there. Let's go ahead and pop you down over. Yeah. Here, let's get some trees down as well. Outside, there we go, like that. Up over here, like that. We'll see, you know, how long they actually stay. And how soon it is before we have to replace them. I'm wondering about parking lots up over here. I don't think parking lots up there would work. Let's go ahead and put these trees down over here as well. And then the I'm calling it a finishing touch for now, but we need the asphalt square. The asphalt square. I don't know where that SH sound comes from. I think I learned it wrong when I was young and it kind of stuck, you know? One of those things. Go ahead and place you like that. Keep moving you down, all the way down to here. And here. There we go. It's gonna look great. It's gonna look great once it's done. Because once all these roads are upgraded and stuff, right? And once all the parking lots are done, oh, it's going to look fantastic. I'm so excited for this space. I'm so very excited for this space. Even like now, without any of the structures and stuff actually done, it looks pretty good, I think. But once we have the footpaths and stuff done, it'll look great. Up over here, we're seeing a fair bit of progress, actually. These buildings looking like about a quarter of the way done. Oh, yeah. We're seeing some good progress. That's good. What about the roads? How are the roads looking? Yeah, some decent progress. Good stuff. Traffic jam, that's just a vehicle being slowed down. That's fine. These guys looking all right. How is this guy looking? Over halfway done, missing prefab panels. Okay, fair enough. Down over here, these guys aren't being built yet. That's okay. Okay, what are we looking at over here? How is sport looking? We went down from 500 down to 360-ish, give or take. So that's, you know, a step in the right direction. Power still seems to be a problem. All right, I think what's going on isn't the production of power, but the distribution of it. Where is our nearest? There it is. Yeah, that's exactly it. All right, so we're gonna have to work on that a little bit. I was just wonder how we might best work on it. This guy's drawing power down. Wonder if we put something down up over here, maybe. Trying to figure out. We probably need to /want to /can split more. I don't think we're working at like capacity here. This guy's drawing. I mean, the fluctuating isn't helping, obviously, keep a track of how much is actually being drawn. But I think we're able to split more if we need to. Don't think we have to worry about that just quite yet. But if I were to pull a separate line over and down, or I could put another splitter down up over here or something, and get power down to here maybe? Sure, let's try that. Right outside our kindergarten over here. Best place for power related things. Teach kids early, right? Teach kids early. Let's pop you down over here. Good coverage. Go ahead and pay for you, in fact. Just want to see 186% maximum consumption. Little concerned about this, obviously. Medium switch. We would get you down like this. No, like this. Need flat terrain. Okay. But actually, I don't need to pay for that one. Flatten up over here. Hopefully that's enough of a... Yeah, that should do the trick. Pop you down like that. And go ahead and get these wires canceled. Hook you up like so. Oh, wait, hold on. There we go. Hook you up like so. Hook you up like so. So that'll continue onwards, and this guy will come down like... over. And... oh, come on. I was hoping for a neater look than that. Could do that. Sure, that works for me. Go ahead and pay for all of that you paid for as well. And I think we'll be okay as far as... I mean, again, we still need more. Okay, I was like, why is it not getting power? We still need more of these put down, but I feel like we're supplying enough power. I hope so, at least. We'll see when night falls and some of these numbers start to fluctuate. But I think we're doing all right. All right, yeah, here we go. There we go. I just wanted another look at this guy, but with the sun not setting and it not getting dark. Oh, looking pretty good. I think we could start building the mall already. I don't know if there's any reason to wait any longer. And here's our car dealer that I was talking about. Like if I should start shipping some cars over to here, or if I should just wait until these car dealers are done and then start shipping to, you know, all three of them at the same time. Again, in theory, people should be able to... oh, what parking lot's connected? Yeah, okay. People should be able to come down to this car dealer and buy cars, even if they live all the way up over here. Are there no parking lots down over here? Yeah, there are. Okay, cool. Yeah, they're all reachable and everything as well, so that's all good. That's all good. I wonder... oh, you know what? Some parking up front of these guys would be nice, actually. Let's see. Where is the mod? Where is parking? There we go. Oh, and you know what, actually? Oh, we'll get to it in just a moment. I can get the parking down over here. Yeah, I think that'd be nice. Let's go ahead and raise the train here. This will take a second. But I do think it'll be worth it. Because then people can drive to these offices and all that, right? Go ahead and raise this up. I just hope I can raise it up by enough. Get a rough estimate as to our height over here. I don't know if I'll connect them. This might be the end of this. We'll have an empty section. Or, I mean, I guess I could do... Okay, hang on. There's a lot of moving parts to this. Maybe I'm going to not let myself get distracted by this, and I'll just do this some other time. Is there something else I want to touch on before I forget? Let me very quickly over here do that. Go ahead to the mods. We could put parking down over here. I don't think it's the right... I don't think it's necessary. I think what we do over here instead is we'd have parking down over here. But up over here first, I want to make sure we can get there smoothly using the... not broadcasting... God damn it, what is it? It's Sport Playground? Yes. Using some of these, right? So extend our way over, kind of curve our way out, and then have parking down over here that people can reach from the road up there. I think that'll look quite nice. And then we can maybe cap this off over here so that this train can, like the bridge and stuff can go on. I think that would be a nice end to that harbor front. So we'll keep that in mind moving forward. But the other thing I wanted to touch on is the tram line. It's been suggested that perhaps the tram can actually come up to the mall as well, and I'm just trying to figure out how I would like to do that. So we have the buses over here, and I think having the bus run up and down over here is quite nice. I think trying to, well, what we could do is we could establish a tram and bus line up and down this very same road, right? We can just upgrade that road, have the tram from there kind of turn around and come up. Oh no, sorry, that would be a trolley bus road. Can trams transfer onto the trolley bus? Or they can't, right? They cannot. So what we do instead then is we'd have this continue on, and then probably have like a T-junction over here, maybe, right? And have it come up, have a stop over here, or maybe even over here. Have the depot over here as well, and have the depot sort of act like a terminal up over here. So we kind of loop over here, come back down, and then the tram would continue onwards around the bend over here. So the people that live in this vicinity would use the bus, whereas the people that live in like this vicinity would probably use the tram to get up to the mall. Something like that, maybe. I'm still thinking about it. It's a great suggestion I got from there's quite a bit of support for it as well. I saw the suggestion come up, and it got seconded almost like immediately. So it's definitely something that's on my mind, is how we can get the tram to maybe service this mall as well, if it's such a central hub. I feel like the right call would be not the road over here, but instead, yeah, having like a T-junction maybe over here, goes up the hill, maybe even like the stop is over here, the depot is over here, and then there's like a little loop or something up over here that it comes back down and then continues on down around the bend, and people can opt to use the tram, or they can use the bus instead. I feel like it would be quite nice. This is looking good. It looks like this building is done, actually. It is indeed. Okay. A little bit sooner than I'd anticipated. This store should hopefully be a priority at this point in time. Go ahead and make sure people can actually work here in droves. What are we looking at in terms of our population situation? Good. That building being built gave us a good kind of like opportunity to catch up a little bit with regards to the the 21 pluses. You can see the little dip in the chart there, so that's good and promising. This guy is almost done. It's very close to being done. How about these schools? Well, looking good. I'm excited for this space over here, and pretty soon we'll establish these office buildings and the TV tower and stuff as well. That should provide some jobs in the area, and as we get the depot and stuff down, we'll get the trams moving workers up as well, so they're able to go find work elsewhere. Taking a quick look at the stadium over here, it is still not super crowded or anything. I would like to see more people come through here. Again, it's just a matter of timing, right? I might just happen to be looking when no one's here. But is anybody looking to get their like sports desires met? Traveling in vehicle, next stop, Kresna. I mean, I'm not sure. A lot of these guys' sports desires are actually pretty high. I mean, because we do have the sports hall and stuff up over here as well. Let's not forget. So I wonder if we just need more trams, bringing more people to the train, to like make room for more people who are looking for other things, right? These numbers are looking all right, though. No. Close to 600 people here. Not having the opportunity to participate in any sport is not ideal, I would say. It's not ideal. But we'll sort all that out. We'll sort all that out. This is looking good. Any cars down over here? Not in a long time. Soon, hopefully, as these areas become a bit more interesting to come to. Up over here, we have cars coming through. All the way from Krasna. Good stuff, good stuff. Maybe to shop a little bit, I suppose. And again, once this mall is set up, I'm very curious to see how many people come here versus opt to go to some of these other stores. It'll be interesting. It'll be very different than anything we've done, and that's like seems to be the theme of this game. It's like every other session is like we've never done anything like this, folks. I hope you enjoyed this session. I hope you're all as excited as I am to see this mall get up and running, to see these new residential buildings up and running as well. There's so much going on. I'm so pumped. And folks, I hope you are as well. If you are, again, as always, if you've been enjoying, please don't hesitate to keep letting me know. Leave a like and a comment down below. It does make a very big difference. Just let me know what y'all are, again, enjoying on the channel, what I should keep doing, what I should slow down, what I should pick up the pace on. It really helps me make decisions with regards to, yeah, everything that goes down here. Man, so cool. So cool. All right, on that note, though, folks, as always, look at the size of this nation. I'm trying to get the camera back to where I usually put it. As I was saying, though, as always, folks, a massive thanks goes out to all of the channel members and patrons who've been supporting the channel on a monthly basis. Y'all keep us alive and running smoothly. And, of course, a big old thanks goes out to each and every one of you for watching. Until next time, до свидания.